This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, Natasha Jonas. Fighting out of the blue corner, Delfine Persoon.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Just missed with that hook. Nice defense on that jab. That big hook doesn't land. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
So hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Jab slightly off target. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Nice counter shot by her. Nice counter. She blocks that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Counter shot lands. Tried to score with a jab. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Catch and shoot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Every time time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Good counter shot by her. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Not a lot of defense here at all. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. There's a counter shot. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot by her. Nice counter. Hook misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Punching. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Swing and a miss with that jab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
There's a counter shot. The right hook catching air. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Did you see that? Oh, and that shot hurt Natasha Jonas. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She misses with the jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Missing with that jab. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Looking to land the hook. Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. this fight has a real good flow to it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There's the bell for round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Swing and a miss with that hook. That right hook catching air. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Swing and a miss with the jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Good counter punching. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. There's the bell for round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
A perfect counter lands. Misses with the straight left. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Couldn't land that jab. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. There's a counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And that right jab just misses. A lot of effort being exerted here. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? Yes, sir. We fight on here. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And we enter the ninth. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
And Miss GB is now in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both.
Oh my God, Johnny! Natasha Jonas in trouble. Avoided catastrophe there.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a very close round with 10 seconds to go. Natasha Jonas in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight.
And there's the bell for round 10. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. After so much abuse, you almost hope the referee stops it here, and he does.
It was of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.